What have you found to be the biggest challenges for you and your family during the school holidays? Money?
Money,
Right.
activities, feeding your child while you're off in holidays, and childcare.
Right.
Childcare costs, the fluctuating. I mean, it's quite difficult to manage during term time, but it can really increase enormously during the holidays. To even my child is school age, so it's not kind of full time, but it can increase to more than £1,000 per month for childcare costs. That I claim universal credit and work. I was working full time, and I've reduced my hours to try and manage those costs. Mm-hmm. But it's coming up with the full upfront costs as the rate goes up and down.
Okay. Can I ask you, how easy is it for you to manage without free school meals for your children during the school holidays?
I think some weeks, I mean, obviously, you know, you have to manage your money. Some weeks are worse than others when you've got bills coming out, other things, and you are literally looking, you know, to see you've got to add more money onto a food bill. Mm-hmm. So it becomes quite stressful, very stressful.
And in the holidays you spend more because the child's not in school and you're entitled to the free meals. Mm-hmm. So you're doing a bigger shop and children need activities, you spend more that way.
Can I just ask, how many times are you hungry?
I think you as a parent you do eat less because obviously children are the priority. So, you know, I mean, I know times when I've sort of had less to eat because I want them to have what they should have during the day.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yeah,
Last summer.
I would agree.
You feed them first, and
Yeah.
then whatever's left you have.
But is there always enough left over for you?
There's always cereal, isn't there?
My circumstance changed in October, so I went to like a one-stop shop and they stopped me money and put me on universal credit, told me to wait 6 weeks for me money. So while I was waiting, he told me to go to food bank because I've got a 9-year-old son to feed and I just started work, so I had to wait a month for me wage. I went to food bank and the lady asked me, have you got your bank statements? I said, pardon, have you got your bank statements so we can help you? So we sat there, that little, asking for help, and they wanted me to prove. And I thought, that's terrible. I'd gone to one-stop shop for like a voucher for a food bank, and they asked for all my bank details to prove I had no money in my account when I'm sat there asking for help. And I thought, how's that help?
No, it's just humiliating.
And then they told me at the job centre, you've got to wait 6 weeks so you can have a loan, that you can have like a bit of money now, £900 up front. If you pay £100 back a month, I couldn't afford to pay £100 back.
So you stop
So then you straight
Yeah.
away.
You're in debt.
Yeah.
When I had a nearly full-time job the other year, I had to send my youngest son to relations, which was actually 2 hours away because that was my childcare, and he absolutely hated it because he was away from everyone, he was away from home, he didn't see his friends. So, yeah, I mean, he does talk to me.
Because there is a worry about this social isolation.
But then didn't you say they wanted you, what, your 12-year-old to look after the other child?
Yeah.
So the other child's losing his childhood.
Yeah, that's
to look
why
after the
he
other
went
one.
to relations, because the job centre said to me, why can't your 12-year-old look after the 8-year-old, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. You know,
He's still
you
a
can't do
child.
that. He's still a child himself, so that's why he was sent to relations for a few weeks just to ease the pressure.